Master Sophia Zavadil, and I will be your guide on your journey to inner peace, or what we're all really here for, the journey to be able to stick your foot in your ear. So, before we get started with this spiritual journey, there's a few things gotta go over. Firstly, I have minimal experience, like maybe I've done yoga like once or twice, but my mom did ditch me a couple of years ago for 2 weeks to go become a certified yoga master, so I think that basically makes me a yoga master. Secondly, if you do happen to be expecting anything really, a baby, a rat, a exceptionally large amount of potato chips, please be careful. Yoga is a very physical sport and stuff can happen. We don't want you spilling your bodily fluids all over the floor because that makes for a very unpleasant experience for all of us. Thirdly, yoga is basically the art of moving your body into positions where your bowels feel the need to remove the air from them. And as natural as this may be, it can kind of mess with our zen, and there have been the rare occasions where we've had to fumigate the place afterwards. So as much as you may think you look like a bloated whale while doing yoga, if you are in fact an actual bloated whale, please take the day off. Allow yourself to decompress a little. Come back down to just traditional whale state. We would all greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, let's hit that traditional yoga music and get along with the yoga. We will begin our yoga training on the ground in what us yoga masters like to call the simple seated position, otherwise known as the position that will bring back any terrible childhood memories from the ages of approximately 3 to 9, where you were forced to sit in it constantly. But while we are in the simple seated position, we will begin practicing the very important technique of breathing, which is not only very important to yoga, but also very important to life, because if you don't breathe, you kind of don't live. When we are doing the breathing, we want to breathe in like you have a really bad cold, and then breathe out like a gentle but assertive wind. Again, in, out. Now after you've done this a few more times, we are ready to move on to the next move. So now that you've figured out how to breathe correctly, we're going to build upon that and move on to probably the most important move in all of yoga, the cat-cow. Now when you're breathing in and out, you're going to add sound effects. So when you're breathing out, it's for the cow. And breathing in for the cat. You really want to do this move with the rhythm of your breath. So now that we are already on our hands and knees, like the cat and the cow, two four-legged animals, why don't we move into the position of another four-legged animal, the downward dog. Now beware, this is a position where your bowels may get the best of you, so please do be careful. Now for this move, you're going to want to make some dog noises and pulse your feet back and forth as if you're wagging your tail because you're happy to see your owner. Roof, 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 roof. Now, we're going to move into the cobra, where we will slowly move back and forth and make gentle hissing noises. Now, this is a great one to freak your friends out and make them think you're completely delusional, as is the rest of yoga if you do it correctly. So those are pretty much all the yoga moves you need to know, and from then on you can just sort of make it up as you go, because there's so many yoga moves that pretty much any movement you do is probably a move. But if you want to get really original, you can just kind of move your body into weird positions and name the moves yourself, even though they probably already have a name. Like, you could do this and call it the wide stance buffalo. Or you could do this and call it the exasperated upside down turtle. Or maybe a little bit of this and call it the ferocious alligator with only 3 legs. Then all you have to do now is just sort of sit in a nice posture like you're at some sort of etiquette class and close your eyes, find your heart center and be at peace. And then probably fall asleep because being at peace is tiring. So there you go. Now you're basically a yoga master, minus the 2-week class and the years of experience, but who said those things ever really mattered? But I hope your yoga journey has been off to a momentous start. Maybe you're a little bit more inner peaceful, or what we all really care about. Maybe you're a fraction of an inch closer to being able to stick your foot in your ear. But to sign out, let's do some breathing exercises. In, like a salmon flying up the river. Out, like your food will be if you are bloated when you come to yoga. In, out, out. And if you want to, you should subscribe, and I will see you later.